Hey, you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. I'm a little sleepy, ready to have this baby next month. So I slept for like 2 days. I was really tired. But anyway, so I've got some topics for you guys. I wrote them down here. One topic I have is, why do I keep getting in toxic relationships? All right. I have answers for you if you keep getting in a pattern of bad relationships and you keep seeing yourself with the same kind of people and you don't understand and you think that everyone is bad. That's not true. Not everyone is bad. So I'm going to give you some answers on why I think you keep getting in unhealthy relationships. Okay, one is, it's how you grew up. I only have three because we're going to make this a short video because the weekend is starting, okay? So one is how you grew up. Two is, it's what you're used to and you think it's okay. And three is, you were trying to find safety because outside of a relationship, it's unstable, so you're seeking to find stability. So with the first one, it's how you grew up, is you grew up criticized, you grew up belittled, you could have had some physical abuse when you were little as a child, beaten, criticized, taken advantage of, and this can go for man and woman. But just know it's not okay. But that's the reason why you have so many unhealthy relationships, is because you started off that way. You weren't taught how to value yourself, and you were taught that it's okay to be abused. So the second one is, it's what you are used to and you think it's okay. So the answer for that one is, even if you're used to the abuse, it doesn't make it okay and right. You must undo that pattern of thinking. So when you're used to being abused and you're used to constant criticism or physical abuse or financial abuse, people using you for your money, when you're a child and as you grow up, before you get into relationships, you'll feel like it's okay, that it's normal, and that it's something that you're supposed to do, when it's not. It's supposed to be reciprocal. If you do something for someone all the time and they never do anything to show their appreciation, or they never meet you halfway when you need it, that is not okay. That is not a good relationship, period, because relationships are based off of reciprocity. So they're based off of give and give, and we meet in the middle. Not one person is supposed to be doing every single thing. Even if you were a small child and you had to cook for your mom, you had to clean for your mom, you had to do this for your mom, and she never gave you anything in return, when you get older, the relationships that you get into, you'll start to do the same thing for your mate. All right, and the third one, you are trying to find safety because outside of a relationship, it's unstable. So you're seeking to find stability. So the answer for that I wrote down was, you have a hard time being stable because your surroundings and relationships with family or friends are unstable, so you seek partnership. So sometimes people get into relationships. I know I did. People get into relationships sometimes because they're tired of their circumstances. This relationship I'm in now is the first relationship I've ever been in where it was based off of true love, and it was based off of being friends first, and we meet each other in the middle. This is the first healthy relationship I've been in. But to get back to that, is that you have a hard time being stable because of your surroundings and relationships with family and friends, so you seek out partnership. Sometimes we go into relationships because we think that we can make it better and be more stable in the relationship than just being by ourselves. Sometimes there's no other way for us to prosper with a lack of information on how to survive. We're just thrown out there. We don't know how. We're young children. I moved out when I was 17. So we're young children. We don't know anything about life. So what's the best thing to do? Get in a relationship, split the cost, split the money, split the bills, and that should make it easier. But at the same time, you're getting in a toxic relationship. The person's not treating you right. The person is hitting you. The person, it may be taking advantage of you financially. The person may be cheating on you. It may just be toxic all the way around. And you think it's okay because that's what you just left from. It's not okay. But a lot of times we do get into relationships because we're trying to get either away from somebody or trying to get away from your circumstances. You're trying to get away, say you live with your dad, or you live with your mom, or you live with an aunt or uncle, and you don't like it there, and you're being taken advantage of. It's really hard for you to live at your aunt, uncle, mom, or dad's house. So you end up getting in a bad relationship, thinking that it's going to work and you guys can help one another, and you end up having to go back and forth between family members and in a relationship. You keep going back and forth. So those are some of the reasons why you pretty much get into unhealthy relationships. And most mental disabilities, most mental health issues, most everything to make you unstable, personality traits, all come from how you were treated when you were younger. It is not your fault. It is how you grew up. And the only thing I can say is, if it doesn't feel right, it's not right. So if you cry, if you feel like something is not right because of how you've been treated, and you feel bad and you feel a certain way, then it's not right. Because true happiness is not going to make you feel that way at all. To get away from toxicity, like I've made in my previous videos, silence is best. Don't tell anybody your next move if you want to move on, because they will gaslight you and tell you that you're making the wrong decision to keep you in their aura longer, and you don't want to do that. It's about you. Focus on yourself, and you will be just fine. And before I go, I wanted to say to everyone who has toxic relationships or have been treated in a toxic way as a child, and it festered into their adult life, and they have mental health issues because of how they were treated, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. There's nothing wrong with you. You just have to find peace and get away, and that's the only way you'll be able to survive, is if you let go of all negative people, all negative places, and then you will prosper. Have a good weekend. God bless.